Okay, for this last lesson on rational expressions, we are going to look at dividing rational expressions and simplifying those as well. Now, if you recall from maybe elementary or middle school how to divide fractions, you'll remember that what you basically have to do is you have to change the division problem into a multiplication problem. And then once you have a multiplication problem with fractions, you just follow the same process of simplifying as before. I've heard many students in the past use the little expression of same, switch, flip as a way to remember how to change your division problem to a multiplication problem. So if that works for you, that's fine. And basically then you would just follow the process that we've been learning in previous videos. So if you take a look at sample problem number 5, you've got two rational expressions being divided by each other. Lots of parts that can be factored in each of them. But what we're going to recommend to you to do is change to multiplication first and then start your factoring and canceling process. So go ahead and pause the video and let's try to work sample problem 5 right now. Okay, so if you've done this, let's see what we end up with. We'll start by keeping our first expression the same. We'll then switch the signs, and then we'll flip the bottom expression, the second expression. So we'll take the bottom, put it on top, and then we'll take the top and we will put it on bottom. And so now we have excuse me, now that we have changed this from multiplication to division. The next part of this process is to factor all of the individual parts. And so we'll factor 5x stays the same. We can factor out a common 3. We factor x squared into x and x. 8 comes 4 and 2, and then negative on both of those. And then last, we can factor out an x. Now, if you recall, since we're multiplying these together, all of these expressions can be put under one bar, and they can all be canceled out accordingly. So we have a x minus 2 and an x minus 2. I have an x minus 4 and an x minus 4. Keep in mind, 5x is being multiplied together, so basically those are individual terms. So the x can cancel out this x. Now, if that 5 was being added to the x, that would be a different story. But since they're being multiplied together, just like their other terms, those x's can be canceled out, which was simply going to leave us with a 5 on top and a 3 on bottom. And we have 5/3 as our final answer. Okay, now you've seen all the different ways for us to simplify rational expressions. You should be ready to go for this section.